Oh, yeah, hey, Miriam's not here today. I guess I should have taken her out. Boom, there she goes. Anyway, hi, I'm Chris. I'm president and the technical guy, one of the co-founders of Keto Chow. Miriam's out sick. She came down with a little bit of a cold today. If you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon. Bing, bing, so you'll get notified. Also, if you are subscribed to our channel and you're not getting the notifications on your mobile device, you may need to check your notification settings for YouTube. It may be that all notifications for YouTube are turned off. A lot of people have been noticing that and have to fix it. Because by a lot of times, now, see, I'm not an iOS guy, but a lot of times when I get a notification on my phone, there's a little button that says, don't notify me anymore. And if you click that, it stops notifying you. So anyway, Debbie is on, so is Marcy and Glenda. Randy says, hi, family member. Okay. Lori is on, says, good morning, Keto Chow peeps. What's everyone got planned for today? I'm catching up on email, and hopefully I'll get a lot of stuff done today. We'll see. Becky is on, so is Jay. Randy's saying hi to everyone. Joe Ray is on. Hello, Joe Ray. Somebody says, good morning all. Glenda says, I'm resting and taking Dayquil for my bad cold today. I got Miriam NyQuil last night. She was asleep when I left this morning, so I hope she's still asleep. Teresa says, good morning all. Susan B is on as well. Shauna says, good morning, Chris. Poor Miriam. Yep. He says, yo, dog, I'm sorry. So sorry I fell asleep last night. Debbie says, too cold camping for Miriam? No, one of the girls who came, so they did a girls trip down to southern Utah to a place called Tuacahn, which is an outdoor amphitheater that they do a lot of Broadway musicals there. They have 4 Broadway musicals playing right now, and they play them on different nights. So if you go there for 4 nights, you can watch 4 musicals. They went there for 3 nights and saw 3 musicals. One of the girls got sick on Friday and seems to have passed it on to her mom and to Miriam and maybe some other people. But Lynette claims that she didn't get it. So anyway, last night when we were on our way home, Miriam started to feel stuffy and sniffy, and we actually checked her temperature. She didn't have a fever, but she cranked the electric blanket all the way up to high and was a bit shivery last night. So I did turn on the furnace this morning for her. Anyway, Lynette's on from the super cool Keto Chow storefront. Red Wine says, good morning, sir, from Upper Sandusky, Ohio. Well, that's awesome. Let's see. Tracy, I don't know if I already said hi to you. Margaret says, hi, everyone. Mimi says, good morning, everyone. Rebecca says, good morning, heading to the gym. Nice. Kim says, what time did you all get home last night? So we pulled into the Sam's Club gas station at almost exactly 8 p.m. Mountain time zone. And we were back here at Keto Chow dropping everything off and on our way back home around 9 p.m. So it was a long drive. Steve was the one that was driving. He did a great job. Let's see. Excuse me. Laura says, good morning. I made Keto Chow cookies last night. The rum butter pecan. Nice. The flavor is great. Jen says, I made Keto Chow pumpkin chili last night. It was fantastic. Sarah says, hey there, Chris. I hope Miriam is feeling better. Me too. Andrea's on. Tracy says, prayer for Miriam for a speedy recovery. Matreya says, happy Sprint Review Wednesday. For us, it's Grilling Wednesday, and I think we got the better deal there because I think having meat is better than sprint reviews. Sprint reviews is a thing in software development and project management, by the way. Laura says, poor Miriam, hope she does better. Me too. Rhonda is on. Good morning, Rhonda and Chow family. And she says, oh, I'm sorry, Miriam isn't feeling well. Me too. And I told the kids to be quiet, and they said, we're all going to go back to sleep because they're on fall break right now. So Although Paloma, one of the ladies who does shipping here at Keto Chow, who also happens to be married to Miriam's brother. Anyway, brought over cousins to hang out with my kids because her normal babysitting lady is doing something for fall break. We get a fall break here in Utah in school. I actually would prefer that we start a week later instead of tossing a random week in, but it goes back to, I don't know how long ago. It coincides with the beginning of the deer hunt season. So everybody likes to go camping for fall break. And Candace says, is there a recipe for Keto Chow, for hot Keto Chow oatmeal? There is a hot cereal recipe on the Keto Chow site. I think if you just search for hot cereal, you will find it. Carrie says, hello, Keto Chow. I finally got here for a live. Nice. Well, welcome. Joe Ray says, sick with what? I don't know. Like I said, she didn't have a fever when I checked her temperature, but she just was feeling runny nose and stuffy. So, Carrie says, you know what you have when you have a line of trucks covering Kobe Jack. A cheesy pickup line. That is true. That would be terrible, though, with all that cheese all over the place. Becky says, hope Miriam feels better. Hugs to her. Jory says, my COVID symptoms started with a stuffy nose. Did you go get tested yet? Me? No. Did Miriam go get tested yet? No. She just was asleep this morning. Matt says, have you ever seen the YouTube channel Keto Asian Flavors? I just found it. Thanks to Serious Keto. I'm really liking her channel. Wow, that sounds cool. Is it Flavors with the British spelling? Let's see. Maitreya says, maybe I should consider turning up on the heat. But nope, I did. However, feel thankful for the heated mattress pad. Hey, there you go. Oh, yes, and Randy said Steve with Serious Keto released his Ninja Creamy video this morning. Yes, he did, and I watched it this morning, and it was awesome. He did a couple with Keto Chow, and he also did a lemon and sour cream thing that I want to try it. Christopher said, did you ever try the PSMF creamy ice cream? How was it? What did you use? I did try it. It wasn't as good. It was still fantastic. I used 10 grams of butter in it. And I mean, it was okay. It wasn't as good as it is with a lot more butter in it, but yeah. Let's see, Kathy says, happy Wednesday all. Maitreya says, sorry to hear Miriam is feeling poor. Miriam is feeling poorly. I can read well. It was chilly and windy while camping. Rapid COVID test and plenty of warm fluids and rest for Miriam. Not a bad idea. Lisa says, my son just placed his first Chow Club order. Nice. He says, now I'm about to start my new job on November 15th. I am suddenly getting several replies from lots of other companies. That's because you're desirable now. You're like the prettiest girl at the ball. And you're just like, nope. Sorry, my dance card is full. Maitreya says, yes, meat is better than boring meetings. Looks like Susan is on. Carrie says, if you have fall break, wonder what broke fall. I don't know. Probably the leaves. Let's see. Lisa says, I got my son and his roommate hooked on Keto Chow using the creamy. Awesome. Jen says, you can put those kids to work packing orders on their fall break. Yes, but I'm not going to force them to work, but they do not get an allowance at all. If they want money, they need to work for it. So, and all of them are getting pretty low, but they haven't expressed a desire to come into work or be scheduled. So anyway, although we did hit 90% of our Xfinity bandwidth on, let's see, what's today, the 20th? I think it was on the 18th. And so I said, no more Netflix during fall break period. And they're like, but what are we going to do? I'm like, I don't know. You're not streaming any stuff. Maitreya says, so many of my favorite people are on. Dr. Frankfurter says, I've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. Yes, that's right. Let's see. Maitreya says, Keto Asian Flavors is Ann Lin, the person who first made the molecular gastronomy noodles that inspired Christy to make the Keto Chow noodles. Ah, okay. And it is the British spelling for flavors channel. Nice. Carrie says the Two Crazy Ketos have done a review of the Ninja Creamy. Now I want one. We did a review as well. I actually watched theirs, and I think I had one on. No, I ordered one right after I saw it. So, and that says, I think I asked this before, but can I drink Keto Chow without eating? For how long is it completely nutritious? So, the longest that I personally have gone. Now, it technically is eating. Okay, so I want to get that out of the way. The longest I've gone with my only source of nutrition as Keto Chow is 100 days with nothing else giving me nutrients. It is designed so that you can do that if that's what you want to do, but it is not a required use case. So if you want to have Keto Chow for breakfast and then have something for lunch and something for dinner, great. If you want to do Keto Chow for breakfast and lunch, and then have a bunch of meat for dinner, great. It is designed. One of the design constraints was you have to be able to eat it for as long as you want. So if you have or oral surgery, for instance, or you need to eat through a feeding tube, and the stuff that they normally put through feeding tubes is terrible, and you can still taste it, by the way. Then you could totally use Keto Chow for that application if you wanted to, for as long as you want. I do know a guy who he mostly survived on Keto Chow with a little bit of meat here and there for the better part of 2.5 years. So Shauna says Miriam needs some pumpkin slashes soup. Yes, she does. We have quite a bit of it at home in the freezer. Kathy says pumpkin spice Keto Chow yesterday and creamy was awesome. Carrie says the kids could stand on their heads and stack greasy BBs. Okay. Randy says, yeah, more cowbell. Jerry says, I'm going to Friendsgiving. Can't wait to see you guys again. Anyone else going? Miriam is very close to doing that, but I don't know. We have to get back home first. MJ says apple pie is now available and it's fall, so that's great. No money because I really don't want to work, but eventually I will need to buy Keto Chow. So get to work, MJ. Yeah, there you go. Randy says Steve on Serious Keto has his recipe for Keto Chow ice cream pinned to his video. Yes, he does. Radical Geek says, where's the Friendsgiving? So I will just switch over to sharing. Don't want to show you Megan's information. There we go. Okay, so here we have on lowcarbevents.com. Keto Friendsgiving Tennessee 2021. It is November 13th. It's being put on by Keto for the Soul. And there it is. You got Boca Raton coming up, which is Low Carb USA in January. Keto Salt Lake in April. Metabolic Health Summit May. Keto Cruise in May. Maria's doing a Keto Italy trip. You got Keto Con in July. And the Las Vegas people did give us a date for the 2022 one. So I put that up this morning. But there you go. Karen's on says, good morning. One of my biking friends just ordered a sample pack. She tasted my Keto Chow on our Wisconsin biking weekend, and she's really liking it. She's already made chocolate egg pudding. Nice. And Carrie says, Keto Chow is a healthy form of Ensure. Yes, but it's more nutritionally complete. I would not recommend anybody live exclusively off Ensure. Whereas Keto Chow, I've done it. I thought it was fine. Andrew says, I love that you don't do allowance. I grew up on the farm and had to work for everything. That's right. Well, and here's the thing. Our kids can take the standard deduction, on their taxes, which means anything less than, I think it's like $13,000, they basically can get that money for free. And so if we pay them and they use that money to buy all of their stuff, then that's another way for us to save on taxes. I pay so much on taxes, it's crazy. Matrey says, I probably could look at the calendar. Shame on me, lazy. No, that's fine. Let's see. Oh, and Sean is getting some much needed rain. Nice. The flavor of the week, by the way, if you go to the Keto Chow site and you do a little dance, it is cookies and cream is the flavor of the week. There it is, cookies and cream. The large packages of cookies and cream just sold out. They're actually out of stock right now. And the little box where you're supposed to be able to sign up to get notified when it comes back in stock isn't showing up there. But I do want to point out, ooh, that was fun. I do want to point out that if I remember correctly, I believe that the oh, it's not showing us in stock yet. Okay, Snickerdoodle is back in stock. The bulk 21 meal bags. It's been out of stock for quite a while. The raspberry cheesecake is supposed to be back in stock as well. I'm going to have to check on that because I approved it this morning, and it was dead on. I also did a taste test of the lemon meringue, and it was spot on as well. But that was a pre-production sample, like a sanity check, where they wanted to make sure that everything was good before they put it into the bags. Whereas the Snickerdoodle and the raspberry cheesecake were finished in packaging. Okay, let's do the quality control test before we release to everyone. So, anyway, I'll check on the raspberry cheesecake. Sometime after I get off this live, it should be back in stock. Tammy says, good morning, guys. I'm loving Keto Chow and the creamy. Is it okay to share one serving with hubby for dessert? Yeah. Just be aware that it does have calories and it does have nutrients in it. So as long as you're planning for that. Carrie says, one of these days I'll get some Keto Chow. Keto Chow needs a death by coffee version. We do have the caramel macchiato. Unfortunately, I don't have any announcements about the restock of caramel macchiato right now. They got some, and I tested it, but I think that the stuff that I tested, well, it wasn't a full serving for whatever reason. And I've talked about this before. Whatever reason, they keep on giving us testing things. In this case, it was 37 grams instead of the 46 grams it's supposed to be. So I'm doing a 1-to-1 where I'm comparing the two of an existing package of caramel macchiato versus what they gave me to test. So I mixed that up just before I started this live stream. So it'll be a while. And then after I give the approval, they have to actually put it in the packaging. Let me see. Lely says root beer float is amazing. Yes, it is. I think it's great. Lily says, don't forget to enter the blender bottle decorating contest. Yeah, there's more information about that on our Instagram page. So Instagram.com/Keto Chow. You'll find it, or just search for Keto Chow on Instagram. Matreya says, yeah, raspberry cheesecake. Wait, is vanilla bulk also in stock? Yes, it is. I know. Go look it up. Dang, that's twice. Karen says, Friendsgiving is opening weekend of deer season. I told Brian I'd miss him. Not sure I'm going, but it's on the radar. Tracy says, love raspberry cheesecake. Yum. Kathy says, two of my favorites. We'll be ordering soon. Leanne just joined. Good morning. And Yolanda says, yes, good morning, Keto Chow family. So, yes, I got a ton of stuff I need to do today. Even though Miriam's not here, we've got a bunch of meetings. I have bills I need to pay. I need to figure out why Megan's sick and vacation time isn't accruing. That's fun. But aside from that, yeah. What are you guys doing today? I don't know. I'm going to get off. Where do you get off? I get off right now. So everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Debbie, I don't have any news about any of the other big bags, including eggnog. Sorry. But yeah, come join us tomorrow. Hopefully Miriam will be here. Anyway, have a fantastic day. Bye.